Ah, Sony, now that's more like it. You're doing good with this one. Wait, did that just come out of my mouth? Greetings fellow Vita fans, this is James with PS Vita at 2 AM, coming at you once again with another exciting video. And if you're new here and love everything PlayStation Vita, don't forget to subscribe. Oh, and everyone, make sure to leave me your opinion down in the comment section because I'd love to hear what you think about this tidbit of news. So it seems that Sony's interest in the handheld/mobile market has gotten a little bit more higher as of late. Something seems to have been sparked at least. Man, does it feel good to be covering some positive news for the PS Vita for a change. So I was spying on Reddit as of recent, as I usually do, searching for some good sites that have poor Vita news, when I happened to come across something that sparked my attention. The user who posted this goes by the name It Stuns. Really cool username there, dude. And he said this: Sony is planning on making more mobile PlayStation games again, and the first game isn't looking promising. Maybe another Sony handheld could come from this though? I mean, at this point, it wouldn't be Sony news if there wasn't some bad with the good. This article comes from TrueTrophies.com, and here's what it had to say. The PlayStation mobile push seems to have begun as Sony hires new boss. I think they meant a new boss, but you get the idea. Sony Interactive Entertainment seems to have begun its big push into the mobile space with a big hire. Nicole Sebastani, I'm just paraphrasing that pronunciation, the former Apple arcade boss, is now listed as working for PlayStation. With a very cool trailer for Wipeout Rush here, VGC found that Sebastiana is listed as a PlayStation employee on LinkedIn after nearly 8 years working as Apple's arcade head of content, and before that, the App Store's head of games business management. Alright, I'm liking where this is going. In addition, VGC noted that there was a job listing for such a position a few months ago. The applicant would have to craft a 3 to 5 year timeline for bringing PlayStation IP to mobile. This would suggest that Sony is in full swing with its push to mobile, as a board meeting in April also confirmed. And it better be a hard swing and not just a bunt. That was my personal editor's note. Wipeout Rush is coming to mobile in 2022, though no one seems to be happy about it, considering that the PlayStation logo is essentially absent from the trailer. Do you already have an opinion on PlayStation's big move to mobile? What do you want to see? Let us know in the comments, and I will have a link to this website in the video description for you to check out if you want to do so. So at this point, I got a little curious and decided to check out some of the comments this has generated, and it looks like we're not the only ones that are getting hyped for this. You're already getting hyped for this, right? One user had to say this could essentially take 3 interesting directions. PS Store for Sony cell phones, Vita 2, yep, that's the category we're in, or a competitor to xCloud. I doubt they would simply publish their games in Google Play, which yes, I completely agree with. And another user had to say, I really hope they bring back the Vita. Nintendo have more or less abandoned the DS for the Switch, so I think there could be an opportunity for a new handheld. And once again with this too, I agree. And for me personally here, I think this makes complete sense, because now with the Steam Deck on the horizon, I mean, okay, true, it's been delayed till February 2022, but it's still coming. And the Nintendo Switch selling so many units, wouldn't it only make sense for Sony to want to jump back into the handheld market, and doing it with a big start via the mobile way, just seems like the more business savvy thing to do. Or in this case, it's the Sony thing to do, I guess? Not to mention they have done this in the past. Wouldn't it even be great if we were to see PlayStation Mobile return for Vita? Well, it probably wouldn't be for Vita because Sony's pretty much all done with that, but just to see it come back in general, I would love to be able to play those games again. And run over pedestrian deers in that racing game where you run over pedestrian deers. I can't remember the name of it at the moment, but it was a lot of fun. Now, the only thing that comes to mind here is, let's just pretend, for the sake of argument, that Sony is in fact planning to make a new handheld. Would it be strictly just a new handheld, like a standalone? I highly doubt it, because the way things are going now with technology, or the trends, I guess, if you want to categorize it as such, and especially again the Switch, I just can't see them do anything other than an actual hybrid. I suppose in theory one could argue that the Steam Deck is kind of a standalone handheld, but not really, because you can play your Steam library that you have on your PC directly on your Steam Deck. Yeah, it's a hybrid. Even more so when we take into the consideration that people are already talking about how ironic it's going to be that you're probably more than likely going to be able to play more Sony games on the Steam Deck than you would have been able to on the Vita. I mean, let's be honest here, it's only a matter of time before that happens. Cue in the fail music, please. So when you look at it that way, this could be one of the many reasons that Sony is being pushed into such a direction as it's going. I think we're just knee deep into a situation that we just gotta see how all this is gonna play out in the future. But no matter what side of the fence you're on, I think we can all come to an agreement on one thing. This is certainly a step in the right direction. Or is it? That's where you all come into play here, because I would love to hear your viewpoint on all of this. Do you think that this recent article that has surfaced means anything? Do you think that maybe Sony is potentially thinking about getting back into the handheld market and or creating a hybrid? And if so, how would you like to see them go about doing it? What features would you love to see? I think we can all agree on that whole memory card situation, am I right? Or hey, maybe you're an individual that thinks that this article has absolutely nothing to do with anything and that nothing will ever become of it. That's the one thing we have at this point. Possibilities. So get it typing, guys. Unless it's angry hate mail. You can send that to my P.O. box. Oh wait, I don't have one. Man, does it feel good to be covering some positive news for the PS Vita for a change. And as always, fellow Vita fans, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It really means a lot to me. Love you all, and I'll see you next time. This video has been brought to you in part by all of these wonderfully generous people who help make this content possible, including Gutter Drums, Hemdall Imber, Wendy K, David Ray, Phantom XRS, Saul Ramirez, Kyle Brooks, JR, E-Rock, Per Sterner, Adam Thury, Skulshire Tugel TCG, BMF, Clayton Malarkey, VG Legends, Jared Hado, Kevin Enright, Heston Joseph, Aaron Swanson, Rodrigo Vera, Hero Acer, Adam Sondi, PS Vita S, Richard Cruz, Joseph Shavak, Jellet, H-Hitter, Michael O'Connor, Chris Foxhound, Robert Sylvester, Aridri, Crazy Cat, Jamie, Hector Gonzalez, Kayonko, Burzin Mystery, Juan M. Hermosillo, Eric DeWitt, Tasha Monty, Mozgus, Matt Hargett, Smug Wolf, Rizal Pliskin, 1488 Dental, Azumara, Nintendo Switch at 2 a.m., Donut Valley, Ricardo Martinez, Dr. Super Artie, Maquise Blob, B Mystery, Matt Fox, Reiko Star, Neo Arashi, Milk Sama, Bushin Ryu Cat, Robert Johnson, Zekrito, Frayden, Alan Iwazuk, and Shin Snake. If you would be interested in supporting the channel and seeing your name on this end screen here, or if you wish to remain anonymous, that can be provided too, then make sure to check the links down in the description below. I have numerous ways for you to do this down there. Can't support in this manner? Don't worry about it. Likes and shares can help equally as much. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again in this video. Man, does it feel good to be covering some positive news for the PS Vita for a change.